Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ella and today's video is 21 life lessons I learnt at 21. Last year I made a video called 20 life lessons I learnt at 20 and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to continue this tradition. So I have just turned 21. I'm officially a proper adult now. I mean, I guess I was an adult before, but like I feel like even more of an adult now I'm 21. It's very strange. I just thought to myself, you know what, in this past year of my life I've learnt more than I have in any other year, and I just wanted to make a video where I reflected on all of those life lessons and share with you some of the wisdom and knowledge that I wish I had known before this past year in my life. So without further ado, this is 21 lessons I learnt at 21. Number 1, learning to love yourself is the most important thing you will ever do. Learn to love yourself so much that the love anybody else gives you is just a bonus. Number 2, know when to say goodbye. Holding on to someone or something out of love or loyalty is wrong if deep down you know in your heart that it's not right. Saying goodbye isn't nice, and you know what, I'm the absolute worst at saying goodbye, but you have to learn how to put a book down once you get to the end of it. Number 3, everything is temporary. Absolutely everything. The good days will pass and the bad days will pass, and in the end we're all just stories told at a dinner table. So live your life the way you want to live it. Number 4, if you have a dream, go for it. Nothing is too big or too crazy. If you really want something, put in the work and go and get it. Number 5, growing might feel like breaking at first. Sometimes growth can be really painful, but that doesn't mean that you should be scared to make room for that growth. That might mean that you have to cut toxic people out of your life, change degree, change job. Nobody ever talks about the growing pains when it comes to self-growth, but I promise you everybody has them. Number 6, not everyone who comes into your life is going to be there for the long haul, but that doesn't mean that they weren't meant to be in your life or that the time spent with them is a waste. I believe that every person comes into your life to teach you things, and the matter of the fact is that some lessons are just longer than others. Number 7, stop caring about what people think. Do you know what? Most of the time people are so focused on themselves, and even if they are judging you, who actually cares? Who really cares? Let them judge. It just means that you're living in their head rent-free whilst you're out there doing exactly what you want to do with your life. Number 8, your mental and physical health comes before everything. You only really realise that when your health starts to deteriorate in some way, mentally or physically, and something that this pandemic has really taught me is that at an absolute baseline, your physical and mental health needs to come first, always. Number 9, learn to validate yourself. I think it's so easy to depend on other people to give you compliments and make you feel good about yourself. And obviously it's always really nice when people validate you, you know. But actually I think if you can learn to validate yourself and tell yourself that you're beautiful, tell yourself that you're smart, that you're talented, that you're unique, all of these things, if you can learn to validate yourself in that way, then really nothing can ever stop you. Number 10, save some kindness for yourself. Something that people always say to me is stop being so hard on yourself, but I think the reason I'm so hard on myself is because I know that I can take it. But you know what? That doesn't make it right. Recognize your achievements and praise yourself for your successes. Compliment yourself on the days where you don't get all dressed up, and stop using self-deprecating jokes just to make everyone else feel comfortable at your expense. Number 11, you have earned your seat at that table. Sometimes when you achieve things in life, it's so easy to look around and think that everyone else knows what they're doing, and you look around and you think, what am I doing here? But do you want to know a little secret? Everybody feels like that at some point in their life. Absolutely everybody. And if you're sat at that table, then you damn well earned your seat. So take pride in that. Number 12, don't rely on anybody for your happiness. Being codependent on someone feels safe. It feels like no matter what happens, you will always be able to fall back on that person and rely on them for when you're low and unhappy, and they'll always bring you back from that bad place. From experience, codependence is so dangerous. It can mean that you stay in situations that aren't good for you, and it can mean you end up accepting poor treatment from those that should be treating you a hell of a lot better. And sometimes it takes losing that person to realise that you never really needed them in the first place. Number 13, when you lose someone from your life, it's never really a loss, it's just an absence. The only thing you actually lose when someone leaves your life is their physical presence. Nobody can ever take the memories away, nobody can ever take the lessons that they taught you, nobody will ever be able to take away the way that they made you feel. Number 14, nobody owes you anything in this world. One of the hardest but best lessons I've ever been taught is that you have to work for absolutely everything that you have in this world. And nobody is going to give you anything on a plate. You have to work for it. There will be times in your life that are boring, that feel really not fun at all. But you know what? Those times are so necessary to get to the best parts and the most exciting parts of life. Number 15, trust and enjoy the process. I feel like I'm always chasing a destination, like when will I be happy? When will I be successful? When will I be satisfied? You know, when will I feel confident? Truth is, there is no destination. There is only the process and the journey. And once you get to the other side of one journey, another one begins. And once you solve one problem, another problem arises. So try to enjoy the ups and downs and don't take life too seriously. Number 16, love comes in so many forms. You don't need romantic love to feel complete. You don't. I'm gonna say it again. You don't need romantic love to feel complete. You really don't. You are absolutely enough on your own. And it's absolutely possible to feel as in love with your life as you can be with someone else. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't. Number 17, be patient. Healing takes time. Success takes time. Love takes time. The best things come to those who work hard and wait patiently. If you believe with every cell in your body that you will achieve something, and that something that you want is yours just waiting for you, then you will achieve it. You will get there. You just have to be patient. Number 18, your entire life can change in a year. If you had told me this time last year that I would be where I am now, I would have been absolutely overjoyed and utterly heartbroken. When I filmed my 20 life lessons video, I was absolutely heartbroken. I was in a really bad place, and I honestly think you can see that when you watch it. You can just see how much pain I'm in, and I look back on that time in my life and I feel deeply sad because I felt so trapped in the situation I was in. I felt so utterly trapped. But exactly 1 year later, everything about my life has changed. There's hardly a thing that has stayed the same. And I can say with my hand on my heart that I am the happiest I've ever been. Number 19, showing someone kindness is the most valuable gift you could ever give them. There have been times in my life where people close to me have been repeatedly unkind to me, and I kind of just convinced myself that everybody in this world is out for themselves and nobody really cares about anyone else. You know, everyone is selfish. And to an extent, there is truth to that. Everyone does look out for themselves. But if there's one thing that I've learned in my 20th year, it's that people have the capacity to be so kind. Don't let one person or one group of people make you think that people can't be compassionate and can't be kind to you. And don't let them make you feel like you don't deserve kindness. Number 20, just start. Whatever it is you want to do in life, whatever it is you want to do in life, just make a start. Whether that be a YouTube channel or starting a project, building a skill, building a friendship, building a relationship. But the first steps are the most necessary, because without those first tiny little baby steps, you don't get to make those great, amazing, successful strides in the future. And number 21, oh, I'm gonna get emotional. Everything will be okay in the end. Even on the days where you feel like you're never gonna get over it, even on the days where you feel like giving up, if you stick with it and you keep trying, I promise you, you will be okay at the end. There you have it. There are my 21 life lessons I learned at 21. What a year this year has been. And honestly, I kind of feel like I'm about to start the rest of my life. I know that sounds really weird, but I just have this feeling, this gut feeling, that this next year of my life is going to change my life. I'm so excited to go on this journey, I guess. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you would like a notification every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @ella.houghton. Follow me on there for all the most up-to-date information on what is going on in my life, and follow me on TikTok. My handle is @ella.houghton and the last O is a 0. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!